Morning, folks. How you doing? It's Saturday, so we're going to have some Irish coffee. And then we're going to get into a tale about two soaps. And I'm revisiting two soaps that I did initial impressions on recently. And the first one is the American Gentleman Soap Company. This is Irish Zest. It has a nice scent. It comes in a very nice container. They gave me an extra label that was on a sticker sheet, which I really like. And those were the good things about this soap. It has a nice scent too, if I didn't mention that. When it came to lathering for the initial impressions video, had a heck of a time getting lather. I got foam. I said, well, I'll revisit it. I'll soak the puck in a little warmer water, put some water in top. And I did that this morning, and I loaded the brush for about a full minute. Got a good load on it, but again, it was foamy. I tried to bowl lather it, slowly adding water, foamy, adding more product, still foamy. No matter what I did, it was foamy. So I said, well, let me try face lathering. Same thing, foamy. It was very reminiscent for me of the Trumper Ucree soap that I dealt with recently. Yes, you can get a lather from it, but it's foamy, airy, and it doesn't matter how much water you add to it or how hard you try. Or at least me. Let me make that clear. This is my experience with this soap. Yours may vary. It may be the batch. Who knows? But for me, this is an absolute no-go. Absolute no-go. The lather was just tremendously difficult to work with. It wouldn't stay on my face. I didn't even bother shaving with it. So for me, this is a gong. I will not keep it in my den. I'm hoping that this will change. This company has a great idea in terms of adding the label, in terms of their own label, their scent. Everything is great about this soap, but the soap itself, for me. Now, if you want to try it, go ahead and give it a shot, but just beware, you could have issues with it. Now, there are some people that have better luck than others, so this could be just me, but I will not keep this product in my den. It'll probably be sold as a lot of soaps, and I'll tell whoever buys it, look, that one may or may not work for you. I've had very few soaps that I have this experience with, so what eventually ended up happening was I had to go to another soap. In comes the Eclectic Gentleman by Tiki. Had no problems whatsoever with this soap. It lathered wonderfully. It had that yogurt-like Cool Whip type lather. My face feels super soft afterwards. Great scent. So the Eclectic Gentleman by Tiki, available for razor blades and more, is a home run once again. And that's really no surprise to me. Let me roll in some shots of the difference in lather for these two soaps for you. And I used two different brushes because I didn't want people to think that, you know, I mixed the product and part of it was the American Gentleman, part of it was Tiki. So have a look at that right now. And also I showed you the bowl. Actually, after I did some lathering, left the brush sitting there with the American Gentleman. I'll give you a look at the bowl and what was left after a few minutes. So have a look at that right now. Okay, so you've had a look at the Eclectic Gentleman lather versus the American Gentleman. And I have to say, this one is the way to go if you're going to choose between the two. Again, available at razor blades and more. This is a wonderful soap. For me, this is a no-go. Gong for me. If I had a gong here, I would gong it. I don't. I'm going to have to get one maybe. I have not had to do this with very many soaps, and I don't like to do it. And maybe I'll try another American Gentleman soap in the future, and hopefully it will change my opinion. But for now, exercise caution. If you're looking to this soap, if you're a new person to wet shaving, if you're struggling with lather, I cannot recommend this soap. With that said, could be a bad batch, could be just me. So you always have to take that into consideration. There's always that your mileage may vary factor, and I'm strictly speaking of my experience. I'm hoping that things will change with the American Gentleman because I like a lot of the things they're doing. I just don't like the soap. Hopefully that will change. Now, I did review or revisit a soap called Whiskey, Ink, and Lace the other day, which is also an Etsy vendor. If you have to choose between the American Gentleman and Whiskey, Ink, and Lace, I would choose Whiskey, Ink, and Lace. It's melt and pour for right now, but I got a much better lather and shave. Well, I didn't even shave with this one because it just wouldn't work. But So if you had to choose between those two, I would go with whiskey ink and lace, but that's just me. Again, you look at the ingredients, look at the soaps, and make your own decisions. But this is my experience, and that's what I'm expressing to you guys. And this is what I'm going to always do, is express my experience. Your mileage may vary as always. And with that, I say have a great day, have a great shave.